welcome back to another episode. This is Mascom on my player world here, and this time I've been busy working on some different farms around the place here, just to automate things a bit here. So figured I'll take you around and we'll take a peek at some of them. All right, well, let's go. Here was one that's simple. I didn't really do much, but uh, aside from spent hours finding at least enough sniffer eggs to get them going, but I've managed to start building up quite a few of those flowers, which I want to start putting around because I think they look neat. So there's a little sniffer farm area that I made. Some point in time, I'll make it a little fancier looking. All right, so this spot here, I want to clear this up to make a pumpkin farm. So what I decided to do was make a nice thing with replay mod and then try to learn how to set that up. So this is my little replay mod of me doing this here. Hopefully it worked out nice, and it's me taking down this building. Alright, so for some unknown reason, the sound on this part was lost. So I figured I'd at least show me building this at a little bit of a quicker speed and kind of show me making a level of this pumpkin farm here. Oh, random torch that was misplaced. Um, but I thought, yeah, maybe I'll just do this right here, at least show that, even though I don't have the sound for it. I'm sure I said something funny and witty. No doubt. But I want to do at least show this, a little bit of me building a farm. So this is how I set this up. This was basically what I did for, I think, 5 layers altogether. And that, yeah, it was kind of cool. I'd never really built a pumpkin farm. This is the first one, I think, ever in any game that I've ever built. So um, I kind of thought it was cool and I liked it. And when this is done here, I will show the final result of what it looked like. I was really happy. It's one of my favorite builds so far that I've done on here. All right, and then up these stairs to the side. This is what ended up becoming of the pumpkin farm. I really like this build a lot. I think it looks super cool. Kind of did the stonework around all the sides here. Set it up with some glass so you can kind of see in there. And kind of watch the pumpkins and stuff. They don't all get caught, but uh, really at the end it has not mattered. I've pulled a ton of pumpkins out of here. I built the storage system down here, and as you can see, I mean, I've probably pulled 3 or 4 rows of pumpkins out already, so produces more pumpkins than I'll ever need. And is really just a pretty cool build. I think I like it. I'm kind of waiting for all that up there to turn green, and then I'll probably make some of them a little bit darker. And what I did was I built this farm over here with some, farmers and where I could trade the pumpkins. Um, and then up top, I made an area where there are some guys that kind of go and pick the crops and everything. I'm hoping they'll eventually someday trade with, there's a guy here, and I'm hoping they'll come and throw it and it'll get stuck in these hoppers. I don't know if it'll work or not. I think somebody keeps putting the thing in there and it keeps making bone meal. So if anything, at least I'll get a little bit of that, I suppose. So we'll see. I may have to, maybe I have to like cover those up or something so that they don't use it. I don't know. I'll have to look that up, but really the main part, because I'm not expecting much from here, but the main part of this here is that it gives a little bit more kind of movement to the place. You know, as you walk around, you can see guys moving up here, up top. Um, and I just think it adds like a nice little market area here, and I just got to figure out what to do here. But I like how this turned out a lot. Up here is a creeper farm. I may have shown this before, but since it's a farm, I'll show it again. There's a creeper. I'm currently working on decorating it up. Does all right. Um, Little creeper face on there, and then I think I was gonna do maybe something like that. Some nether bricks and glass in there to be able to look into there and see that. And just do that on all the sides here. Here is a gold farm. I'm gonna fly up to my AFK spot up here. Let's go down and watch it run for a bit. Yeah, so many zombie piglins falling down, giving me all the gold. And somehow this redstone working, because my redstone is terrible. There it is, though. It's awesome. Okay, so aside from the landscaping and this odd lamp that I need to move, and honestly, I have to figure out a design for the lamps I want to use around town, but I haven't figured that out fully yet. But aside from that, here's it's a simple design, but here's the design I chose to do for the farm here. As you can see, it's been working, and I've already pulled out 9 stacks on each side already, so it's definitely pulled some, a lot of stuff out here. So that's been pretty cool. I mean, simple, but kind of tucked away down here too. So that's why I don't mind that as much, because it just gives you a little something to look at on the side without being overwhelming. So here we are back at the winery, down here at the dock, and I built a farm down here. This is the collection system for the farm, though I think I might build this up into some kind of a lighthouse. Maybe keep the bottom like this the same and just extend it up, and either do the white and the yellow stripes around there, or maybe keep it more lighter colored bricks maybe, or something again. I'll have to think about that. But anyhow, this is where I have the storage area for kelp farm I made, which is doing all right. It doesn't produce a ton, and as you can see by that one sitting there, it doesn't always perfectly capture it all, but it doesn't need to. And then I just set this up. This doesn't work, but I set it up at least as a place to smelt it up. I was thinking about using this as food for a smelter and stuff, or fuel for a smelter. And then down here, I set up my beacon and a conduit down here, and then this is the actual farm here. I set up. It's got 3 layers. This side here isn't working for some reason. I wonder why that is. I'll have to come and investigate that. Because for some reason that didn't go off. I think I can dig in back here, so I guess I'll do that real quick. Forgotten redstone. Perfect. All right, I fixed the redstone on this, so I think the next time one of these ones on the sides gets up there and goes off, I should set off this section here. So that'll get that taken care of. But like I said, this farm, it produces enough redstone. It's not too bad. And then up here is my drowned farm. And I can go into this mode and go up here. Here's where the drowned, they do appear. It's not the fastest one, but it's gotten me enough stuff here. It's not too bad. If I look in here, I mean, I've gotten a boatload of tridents and a ton of these, and the heads. Oh, there's a drown. So for sure, it's gotten me some stuff here. Oh, there comes some more drown. I think it's supposed to be another maybe 20 taller. Come back out here though to show it. I think what I'm going to do, I wanted this to look like a flying boat, and I did all this up here, but I think what I'm going to do is make it look like there's a bunch of balloons holding this up. I think that'll be kind of neat. I haven't gotten super far on that. And then for that, what I started doing was I had my over here, I made a little wool farm. Probably pull these colors out and swap them with other different colors. But I made that be the top of the barn. And the bottom is where I store the horses down here. It has some kitties around. And then up here will be the last farm. I just built this the other day. All right. And here we are for the last farm. This is the Froglight farm that I just built up the other day. I've AFK'd at it a few minutes. As you can see, I've gotten quite a few Froglights so far. I can come up to my platform here and we can come down and take a look while it's fully working here. All right, let's go down and take a look. I do think the golems are taking some damage, it seems like, so I have to figure out why, or maybe just start stacking more golems in there. But at the end of the day, there's going to be, I've probably already got almost as many as I'll probably ever want anyhow, so that's not going to be the end of the world. And it could very well be that there's just so many that they can't attack fast enough, and maybe I just need to simply go and add more golems in there so they can beat back the hordes of those guys that appear, because they really come piling in. So, but all right, thanks for joining me on my little tour here of all the farms that I made, and look forward to making the next video, and I will see you all soon.